So anyway, yeah, like with Infamous, there's like specifics on like your choices in that game, and the fact that you can't just go balls to the walls, exploding everything because collateral damage actually means something in that game. Just like, oh yeah, if I like throw like a not a tornado, but if I summon lightning down on these enemies that have a bunch of people surrounding them that could possibly hit them, and I could possibly kill them, and that's actually like a moral choice that actually goes towards your evil tendencies and acts.
Yeah,
and your
but
morality.
if I do that, why don't I just go ahead and play Skyrim?
What do you mean?
I could have more fun playing Skyrim, yeah?
It depends on what game you're looking for.
Hey Reaper, this is Dead Souls, a roguelike game that is pretty fun. But yeah, if I had a choice between Infamous and Skyrim, I would pick Skyrim. You could basically do the same thing. Actually, Skyrim has less morality, so let me put it towards something that has a morality. Why would I play this versus Fallout?
Which Fallout?
3.
Yeah, I've heard good things about 3. I've seen good things from 3. I just can't. I've never played it. I played New Vegas, didn't finish it. Well, actually, no, I technically did because I think I kind of sort of messed up one of the missions or something, and so I just defeated the mega computer at the very beginning of the game. Yeah, that was as much as I enjoyed playing Fallout 4, that's definitely something I'm just like, I definitely see the downgrade here. Like, I mean, like, in terms of presentation, it looks better. It's not crashing on me every 5 minutes. But at the same time, it's not as free. It doesn't have as much freedom as New Vegas did, where I felt like, oh, like, this is my sandbox. This is my playground now. Let me play in it.
Yeah, it gimps you by a lot.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even pretend like it's not gimping you. It knows it's gimping you.
Like, again, I had fun playing that game. Like, I would still stand by and say game. Same way I said Infamous Second Son was a good game, but it was still a downgrade from previous install. And this is coming from a guy who just played New Vegas, not from what I hear, from what I hear, New Vegas was like a kind of improved upon Fallout 3, from what I understand.
It is improved, and it's a lot easier to play and doesn't crash all the time, and it's fun to mod.
Nah. Well, I mean, I'm not a PC gamer, so it doesn't really matter to me.
Oh. Well, aren't you a little rebel?
It's not even a rebel. I just don't feel like getting I'm perfectly fine on my laptop and doing work on my laptop. Maybe the odd game here and there, but that's not how I grew up playing. I grew up playing with a controller on a television with a big black box next to it.
I guess that's why you use a Mac.
Exactly. Because I never thought, hey, I want to play games on this. I'm thinking, I want to do work on this. This gives me options to do creative stuff on it. I'll get that, sure. And I'm like, for the longest time, I had I think it was like an HP laptop, or
yeah, exactly.
I don't think it was Windows.
What Reaper says, connect a controller to your laptop. Or your PC,
but
not laptop.
Like I said, I'm not thinking about all. I was never thinking of downloading a game and stuff like that. It was just never on my repertoire. I was always with console, because that's what my cousins did. They had a PlayStation. They played Bloody Roar or something on it, and played fighting games on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that game. They would always play that game, and I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, this is awesome!" But then I was young, and they're like, "I'm not sure we should let you play this." Oh, fuck it! Give me that controller. Let me beat your ass.
Yeah, Bloody Roar wasn't something I was supposed to be playing either as a kid. My mom didn't like it because they were vomiting. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
When you hit someone too hard in the stomach, they vomit.
Yeah. And then I remember watching my cousin play GTA 5. Sorry, wait, what am I saying? Not GTA 5, but GTA. And
GTA Miami, the best.
and like at times she would say, "Okay, you need to leave now. I need to do this mission, and it's not for your little innocent eyes. What is it? Go away." Okay.
We need to kill some hookers.
Mommy, what's a hooker? Ask your father.
Oh, that was too real. That one felt like that came from a deep place.
It really did though, but I just felt like that was a good joke to make.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that didn't come from a place. How did I miss that guy? Really? There's nothing down here?
I'm sure a mimic is down there.
There's actually no mimics in this game.
Oh, only in Dark Souls?
And Legend of Zelda, and where else is there mimics?
Borderlands, the DLC for it.
I haven't played it.
Well, I do know that the DLC that's based on Dungeons and Dragons hasn't.
I still need to play, or beat Borderlands, mind you. Whoa!
Oh yeah, that was weird. So I played the recent, well, not the recent, the new episode for that prequel to the Life is Strange game.
Yeah.
And in that game, there's a point where you can play like a mini Dungeons and Dragons game. Well, not really Dungeons and Dragons, it's tabletop. It's essentially Dungeons and Dragons. And I was thinking like, okay, because I know that tabletop RPGs have started to rise in popularity nowadays. So I was feeling like, okay, from what I remember from the last Life is Strange, they were very much a lot about pop culture. So this is that flowing into this game. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
Life is
Strange is another one of those I didn't play personally. Life is Strange, I finished that while watching Super Best Friends beat that one.
Oh yeah. For me, I feel like it's one of those games, at least for me, that like I liked the atmosphere that it presented. Like that was very much what I liked about the game. It was a very relaxing game in what it like set out to do. I didn't hate it. I can't say I loved it, but I enjoyed it.
It was something
I could definitely see why
got you by.
Yeah, I could definitely understand the dislike people have for it. It can seem very I can see people saying like, oh, the stuff that it portrays is very manipulative in what it's doing and stuff like that. People like to make the joke like life is Tumblr and stuff like that. Like I understand that. But I don't know, I liked it.
It was definitely an interesting game.
Yeah. Like
I would have never played it myself.
Yeah, I get that. Like in this recent one, you're playing your best friend that's the blue-haired girl Chloe from the first game. Although she doesn't have blue hair in this one. And I feel like concerning with this episode, for one thing, they definitely improved upon things like presentation, like facial animations. I feel like are more expressive in the game, as well as I feel like for one, Chloe's a lot more of an interesting character to play than Max, because Max was just so freaking bland. It was insane how bland she was.
Max was main character girl.
But like I was like, wow. Like I didn't hate her, but as a character, because there's like nothing to hate. There's also not really a whole lot to like either. She was just blank slate.
Depending on how you play, she's a horrible person.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna let this entire town die because I love my friend.
Exactly. Okay, so about that ending, like I felt that was certainly the ending that they didn't think a whole lot of people would make that choice to get that ending, so they didn't put a whole lot of effort into that one as much as they did with, you know, I guess what might be considered the canon ending or the quote-unquote good ending, because it was just like so, like the whole not as much emotion as the other one had.
Yeah, I get you.
Like I feel like for one, what they could have done with that ending, instead of them just watching the place get destroyed, especially after Chloe made that entire speech about her not wanting her mom and stepdad to die, which was like huge character development for that character because she was kind of a selfish piece of shit for most of the game.
As they watched their mom and stepfather die.
Yeah, but you see, here's the thing. Like she already made that speech, so I feel like, okay, that's character development. Don't change that. Don't make it so that Max somehow convinces her to let them die.
It's like,
How about have Max?
Listen. It's okay if we kill your parents just a little bit.
No.
That's basically what I got from that. It's like, oh.
Yeah. Like I was like, okay, so that kind of like that, like, like kind of throws Chloe's entire character arc into the. She hated you too, Philip. Like that threw her entire character development and arc into the trash heap because of that entire ending. Because I'm just like, you just made that entire speech. Why are you going back on that on like the flick of a dime? So what I would have thought what they would have done was Max goes back in time, lies to her that she's gonna go back in time and fix it. Instead, she goes back in time, still saves her, then tells her, hey, we need to get out of Arcadia Bay. Don't ask me why. I'm going to forget that I told you this, but let's just do it. Don't worry, I'm going to go along with it. It's going to be fine. And so they go away, town gets destroyed, she doesn't know, and Max doesn't know exactly what happened, and then they just get to live their lives,
makes too much sense.
Like that.
Can't do it.
Exactly. Like, it's... Like it would like it wouldn't hurt Chloe's character because she wouldn't know that she's leaving everyone to die.
How dare you try to make sense of my Mamoru?
What?
How dare you try to make sense of my Mamoru?
What's Mamoru?
I don't know, but it's a word. Google it.
I mean, like it kind of sounds like mammaries, which is tits.
Possibly. It's Japanese.
Tatas.
Google Mamoru, see what it means.
No. I don't need that on my search history.
It's just Japanese. What?
Yeah, just like just like I'm pretty sure hentai is just Japanese.
It is. If you Google hentai, it just gives you the definition first.
Sure. First. Ooh, what's hentai? Look it up!
Nightxgamer does not endorse anybody Googling what the word hentai is.
But do it anyway.
No, don't do it.
Don't. No. Yeah, don't do it. We're on Twitch. We can't do that, can't we?
No, we can't.
Exactly.
We don't do things like that because it's immoral.